All right, well, it looks like it's going to be Paladin versus Warlock, and it looks like they did switch it up. They went with the handlock.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they did it.
Yeah, I'm so baffled by this decision. You know, maybe handlock just performs well versus Secret Paladin. You know, that's a matchup I haven't had a ton of experience with. I played Secret Paladin super early on, right when Grand Tournament first came out, so everyone was really experimenting with a lot of decks. So I kind of got exposure to that when it felt like it was just so much more powerful than what other people were doing. You know, they were Dragon Druids running around, Dragon Mages. Those decks didn't kind of make it. You know, Dragon Priest was really the one that rised out of those builds.
It's TJ Warrior running around.
Which I don't know what that means.
You know what TJ Warrior is?
It's the list you gave me the other week?
No. Runs Dragon Eggs and Rampage.
Oh, you were telling me about this deck.
It's fantastic.
Where you just try to beat him up.
Yeah.
If you go turn 1 Dragon 8, turn 2 Cruel Taskmaster, you're usually in a good lead.
Turn 3 Rampage, you can't beat it.
You can't! It's impossible.
The only thing that counters it is itself.
Oh, jeez, he had a Dragon Egg too.
Whoever plays the Dragon Egg first usually wins. It's very vulnerable to executes is the only thing. But outside of that, it's unbeatable.
It's a little bit vulnerable to Iron Beak Owls.
Nah.
It's a tiny bit vulnerable to explosive traps.
No, it's not at all. Maybe a little. Didn't face many hunters in the extensive testing that I did.
Dark Bomb of the Knife Juggler is going to ensure that Washington State has a much easier time with this board state. Haunted Creeper is the follow-up, along with that Secret Keeper. But I think Washington State's just totally okay with this. You know, their hand almost looks like they're coasting at this point.
Yeah. These are the easy turns, though.
And look at Oregon's hand. They've drawn at the top end of their curve by turn 4. You know, these are turns they want to play Buster for Battle, Piloted Shredder. They want to follow up with these cards. So if they don't draw some heat in the coming turns, you may be looking at Washington State just having a cakewalk.
That's some heat.
It is, but there's an Iron Beak Owl in hand too, so they do get 4 points of damage out of this. But what does it cost them in the long run? Like, here's the thing. The first 10 damage to a handlock is pretty inconsequential.
They like that. They're happy.
Sort of, yeah. It's the next 10 damage after that that's really the scary part, because at that point, if the handlock doesn't have Molten Giants, if it doesn't have ways to taunt or clear the board or whatever have you, that's when the deck that's being the aggressor has an opportunity to run away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon's hand does not have that follow-up pressure at the moment. So how do they fight through it?
They just got to hope that the hand that they do have, you know, makes it through to that mysterious challenger turn where they can start, you know, flipping that switch.
Just going to be life tapping Iron Beak Owl this turn.
One thing, Washington State is all reactive. They have no threats to play until Dr. Boom.
Which I don't think which actually might be a benefit in this matchup, considering that you want to be dealing with what's happening on the board. So that Avenge, little to the board pressure right now, but what does it mean for him the turns after?
Yeah, the one thing is secrets are really poor right now because it means Mysterious Challenger is going to pull out less. You're not getting sort of that free draw or what have you. Well, Hellfire could be a clear here if the Avenge, if it's not Noble Sacrifice, and if the Avenge goes on the 1/1. So it looks like they're just not going to take the risk and heal up while they have the opportunity.
Yeah, I'd venture to say at this point they probably just don't want to be trading, especially if they get word this is not Repentance. But I don't know, they do have a 3/3 to contest the board right now, you know, kind of forcing Oregon to put all their eggs in one basket. It's not a bad thing when you're staring at a grip that has Ancient Watcher and Shadow Flame going into turn 6.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Really giving it some thought. I wonder what they're thinking about here, whether or not to attack or whether or not to...
Yeah, I like the no attack here because rolling into that turn 6, again, that's the Mysterious Challenger turn. When your opponent has those secrets up, they're not going to fetch as many. And that's the situation they're trying to create for Oregon. They want to make it as awkward as possible, but Oregon has drawn an option this turn now. Do they want to use Piloted Shredder instead?
I think so. They want that Avenge to proc before they play the Mysterious Challenger.
And potentially even a Noble Sacrifice. I mean, I didn't catch a glimpse of what the first secret was.
Repentance?
It wasn't Repentance because we've seen Antique Killbot.
No.
Could have been, I don't think it could have been Redemption either.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's Noble
Redemption.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, it could be Noble Sacrifice.
We saw the Dark Bomb and the Knife Juggler. Yeah, I think it is Noble Sacrifice. Second Iron Beak Owl gets drawn, and I think that could be a crucial one as well. And they're 24, and they have so many defensive options.
It's actually pretty ridiculous that their whole hand is just reactive cards. They have both their Shadow's Flames, Hellfire, Dark Bomb, Ancient Watcher. Coin Dr. Boom. Yeah, there's the Noble Sacrifice. And Avenge.
If the Avenge falls in the wrong minion here, it could spell a lot of trouble for Oregon. That is not the wrong one. So Washington State, I think, pretty likely to use Iron Beak Owl given what just happened.
Yeah.
But that's going to open the gateway for Tyrion. Now both owls are gone. If they can stabilize the Tyrion,
They
things could look good.
They give a fist pump when that second owl came down. Jeez.
Well, they got the Tyrion, they got Mysterious Challenger to lead into it. This is looking like a pretty good spot for them. Now, that is a poor draw. It is basically dead at this point, but, I mean, any card they drew isn't going to affect their this turn or the next one. So it doesn't really matter if they drew that card. It's really going to come down to, is the push they have right now enough to deliver that final blow?
It's Christmas.
Just in time for the holidays. Uther's so festive.
Yes, he is.
Do you think he's a Festivus kind of person?
A what?
Like Seinfeld?
Mm-mm.
Just way over the head?
Barking up the wrong tree there, buddy.
I wonder.
Even Void Color becomes a pretty good option here. Just the Mal'Ganis behind it.
Yeah. Is that a Dr. Boom?
I think Dr. Boom's totally fine too. I mean, do you really care that your opponent is repentencing it?
You can... I actually like Void Caller plus like Ancient Watcher. That way you can set up for a Shadow Flame next turn to try and get yourself out of a sticky situation.
I definitely don't mind that, but I don't mind the Dr. Boom either. You know, give you some minions to start chewing through. Noble Sacrifice, maybe start chewing through the extra minions that are left there. They want to go for
Bomb,
Dark Bomb,
Hellfire.
Which is going to leave a 6-1 on board. Wait, no, that spider was in first, actually. This is that's a great catch. That's a great catch from Washington State.
Did they coin nothing?
Coin the Ancient Watcher, I believe. Oh, they coined nothing there. They did not have time to get that Ancient Watcher out. That could be a big difference in this game.
Just trimming the hand, you know?
You know, it could be a hand trim too. That's
No, it's not.
It's not an impossibility. Either way, Oregon's going to put their faith in the light. And Washington State has no Iron Beak Owls left to answer this. They're working with the hand they have right now. And that Tyrion is presenting a mighty big threat at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, they have 11 damage on board. All of a sudden, a Blessing of Kings. He's lethal.
Well, they are going to defend behind this.
Okay.
So not a surprise to see, of course. Ancient Watcher.
That's enough.
Maybe they didn't want the Ancient Watcher to get Repentance. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Maybe they actually were hand trimming. That's not an impossibility. Oh, wow.
Hello.
They're going to go for Muster for Battle instead, though.
Reporting for duty.
You know, they might just be kind of out of relevant secrets at this point. And there's a tiny bit of bad news behind that Void Caller.
Is it really, though? There's like no secrets left.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty bad news. If they can't kill the
wait.
Mal'Ganis this turn, and then Shadow Flame is available.
Yeah.
Plus, they get the extra life tap for free. I mean, where does this Tyrion
I think
go?
Mysterious Challenger is going to pull out. Do they have second redemption? Look at another Tyrion.
They can't play. Oh, they can't play the Mysterious Challenger this turn. They have 9 mana. Do they have second redemption though?
We'll see.
None of your business.
Nope.
They have no other secrets left in the deck.
What's that last secret? Avenge?
I think it's Avenge. It's a Noble Sacrifice.
Noble Sacrifice.
So Washington State can even proc the last secret before they go into this. But this is a fantastic turn for them. TJ, they might have just closed this game.
That weapon, though, there's 15 health. Ashbringer does 15 damage.
It's definitely true.
Over 3 turns.
They are going to have to get the damage in first. Here's the thing. If you're going to Shadow Flame this turn, I think either way, you want to attack with that Mal'Ganis. That antique Gilbots. Taking out 1.5 of those swings. Yeah, great play from Washington State here. I mean, they've been counting it the whole way, I'm pretty sure. And even if it's Avenge, you can't get punished by it. Redemption's the only thing you can get punished by, but this is the only secret that really makes sense if you've been counting what's happened.
That feeling when you get through every single secret of a Secret Paladin's deck and the board is clear and his hand is empty.
That's when they draw Divine Favor. This shielded mini-bot's going to have to work some overtime. And since it's a robot, I don't think it minds very much.
Yeah, and Oregon realizes that they cannot respect Molten Giants. This is what they have to work with, and
it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
my.
Jiraxis.
Yeah, Molten Giant.
Sure.
You may even just play oh, I don't know if you can afford to play the Dr. Boom.
I think you're just Molten Giant heal bot. Just play it safe. Your opponent's out of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they have to top deck. So, I mean, if your opponent can only top deck, and you know that, that's likely the thing you should play.
Look how many cards
around.
they have left. It's like none. It's a Blessing King somewhere in that little small stack. And Dr. Boom, too.
They're going to go with Molten Giant Jiraxis.
Yes!
Is the play.
Oh, I actually didn't see that. I thought they used more mana for some reason.
No, they just Mortal Coil. They don't have to play the heal bot. They'll save the heal bot for a rainy day.
Sure.
The clock is on Oregon at this point. Knife Juggler's just not enough pressure to add to this board.
Reporting for duty.
Is Oregon considering taking out this Molten Giant? I mean, they're at 21. They have to start worrying about the damage pouring in themselves.
All right, so they realize that Big Game Hunter. So there's the contingency for Dr. Boom. I think you just heal bot, hero power, swing face.
Well, here's the thing. If you swing face, you're staring at 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage. You can die to a Blessing of King still.
Oh, yeah, that's
that
true.
Molten Giant may be committed to attacking a minion here. Yeah, but they actually even they don't get any. They get 1 extra point of value from that attack in terms of health. So they're still on choking out the board duty. This game's not over yet. There's no taunts for Washington State.
Yeah. It's actually 1 damage off lethal, though, if all these attacks go to face. Just on board alone.
Washington State's still having to play defense. 14, 17.
1 point of damage is all they need.
Oh, that's a taunt. I think that's the sigh of relief.
Yeah. Could taunt up the hero powers.
Could Quartermaster kill them? Do you play around Quartermaster ever?
Quartermaster is exact lethal. Oh no.
That's if they don't kill anything. But Washington State's still going to hedge their bets.
Yeah. Play around every possible card that they could.
I like it.
Smart, methodical play from Washington State.
Would equality do it?
Hedging their bets around equality too.
They're just going, you know what? We don't even need this extra damage right now. They have to draw something just busted at this point. And True Silver Champion's not enough. Washington State does manage to get the rear naked choke on the Secret Paladin deck and secure themselves a 2-1 lead.
Is that the first time we've seen Secret Paladin fall?
I don't think it's the first time.
Today.
Today it is, I believe.